I bought a destroyed alien warship for 5 credits at a junkyard sale. What I found inside changed everything. Curran Vale had always been a scavenger. On the dusty, sprawling junkyard planet of Sci-Fi 9, humans like him were rare. Most of the planet's visitors were aliens, traders, looters, or simple gawkers, but Curran had learned early that being human was an advantage. Aliens underestimated him. They assumed humans were weak, unskilled, and easy to cheat. That mistake would serve him well. He walked along a narrow path between rows of rusting alien ships, his boots crunching against the metal fragments littering the ground. The smell of burnt circuits and scorched metal filled the air. The junkyard was enormous, stretching for miles in every direction. Some of the ships were enormous, taller than buildings, yet abandoned. Others were no more than broken hulls, half buried in sand. Curran's eyes scanned the auction list he had snatched from the central tower. His finger hovered over one listing, then he grinned. 5 credits, he muttered. 5 credits for a destroyed alien warship. Everyone's blind. The ship in question sat at the far edge of the yard. It was enormous, a hulking mass of blackened metal scarred by old battles. Smoke stains and scorched edges made it look like it had gone through a dozen wars. Its hull was pitted, panels missing, and some of its weapons were clearly broken or gone. Aliens gathered around, shaking their heads. No one in their right mind would touch that, one said, his scales shimmering in disgust. Humans are crazy. Curran ignored them. He had a plan, and plans were always better than assumptions. With a few coins in his pocket, he placed his bid. The auctioneer, a floating drone with blinking lights, confirmed the purchase. The ship was his. As he approached the massive hull, Curran felt a thrill run through him. For years he had scavenged scraps and tech, but this was something else. A warship. A real one. The ramp groaned under his weight as he climbed inside. The interior was dark, with twisted metal and broken consoles. Sparks popped from exposed circuits. Dust hung in the air, swirling with every step. He flicked on his flashlight, revealing a corridor lined with shattered screens, wires dangling like snakes. "Looks dead," Curran muttered, but he wasn't deterred. Humans were persistent, humans were clever, and humans, above all, were curious. He reached the control room. The console panels were shattered, some melted by heat, some scorched by laser fire. Yet among the wreckage, Curran noticed something unusual, a small cube of unknown metal glowing faintly. He picked it up. The glow pulsed in his hand. "What's this?" he whispered. The cube activated suddenly. Holographic symbols danced in the air above it, forming a strange map of circuits and energy nodes. Curran had no idea what it all meant. Then a voice echoed in the room. "Who awakens me?" Curran froze. The voice was mechanical but had a strange intelligence behind it. He spun around, searching the ship. "Who's there?" he asked, though he knew it was foolish. "I am the command intelligence of this vessel," the voice said. It sounded like metal scraping against metal, yet there was a rhythm to it, almost musical. "You are human, curious, persistent, perhaps worthy." Curran's heart raced. He had heard rumors of alien AI cores before, but no one he knew had ever encountered one. Most of them were dead, corrupted, or erased, yet this one was alive. Somehow it had survived decades, maybe centuries. I'm Curran," he said cautiously. "I bought this ship." The AI paused. 5 credits, insignificant, yet the mind that wields these hands may awaken me." Curran grinned. Aliens always underestimated humans. Even the AI seemed to doubt him. "Well, I've got some time," he said. For hours, Curran explored the ship. The corridors twisted in impossible ways, alien architecture unlike anything human engineers had designed. Some rooms were flooded with green liquid, some filled with strange, levitating tools. Broken weapons littered the floor. Curran carefully gathered what he could: spare parts, tools, circuits. Every little bit might help him revive the vessel. Then he reached the main AI chamber. The room was circular, walls lined with alien glyphs that shimmered faintly. At the center was a console unlike any he had ever seen. The cube floated above it, pulsing with light. "I can help you," the AI said suddenly, "but I require collaboration." Curran raised an eyebrow. "Collaboration? You mean I'm supposed to fix you?" "Yes," the AI said. "Human, your species thinks differently. You see patterns where others see chaos. You can awaken systems that are forgotten, prove your worth." Curran rubbed his chin. It was a test, no doubt about it. Aliens never expected humans to succeed, and apparently even alien AI doubted him. That was fine. Humans thrived on challenges. He connected his portable interface device to the console. Sparks flew. Lights blinked. The ship groaned as systems slowly powered up. Small sections of the vessel hummed with energy. The AI's voice became clearer, more confident. "You are unusual," it said. "Most fail, most lack curiosity. You persist." "Persistence beats everything," Curran said. "Try me." For the next several hours, Curran worked tirelessly. He rerouted energy through damaged circuits, bypassed broken processors, and used makeshift tools to replace missing components. Alien technology was unlike anything humans had built, but humans had imagination. Humans improvised. Finally, with a hiss and a crackle of light, the ship shivered. Systems blinked on. The lights in the control room glowed a soft blue. The AI's voice echoed proudly. "You have awakened me." Curran leaned back, exhausted but exhilarated. "Told you. Humans can do things others can't." The AI paused. "This vessel was once part of the legendary Zyra fleet. Few survived its battles. Few could command it. Now it is yours." Curran's eyes widened. The Zyra fleet was a name spoken with fear across the galaxy. Ships of that fleet had fought entire sectors into submission, and now the wreck was in human hands. "Wait, you're saying I can use this?" Curran asked. "Yes, if you understand, if you endure, if you adapt," the AI replied. A thrill ran through him. Aliens had laughed at the idea of a human buying a destroyed warship for 5 credits. Now, that very ship was alive, responsive to him, and waiting for him to command it. But there was danger. Alien factions would notice the activation of a Zyra-class warship. Many would come to destroy it or take it for themselves. Curran knew he had little time to learn its systems before the first challengers arrived. He decided to explore further, looking for the ship's weapons, sensors, and hidden compartments. Every room told a story of battles fought, civilizations conquered, and mysteries hidden. Yet nothing could intimidate him. Humans were explorers. Humans survived where others failed. Then in a sealed chamber marked with strange symbols, Curran found something he did not expect. A data core containing star maps, battle logs, and coordinates to lost fleets. The AI explained. These were hidden for protection. They reveal the positions of Zyra fleet remnants. With these, a species could shift the balance of power. Curran's mind raced. This was more than a ship. It was a key to the galaxy, and humans, underestimated and mocked, now held it. For hours, he studied the data, learning to navigate alien systems with intuition and logic. The AI guided him, offering cryptic hints. Every success filled him with confidence. Every small failure was a lesson. Humans were adaptable, and Curran proved it. As night fell over the junkyard, the alien ships around him lay silent. Curran sat in the control room, exhausted, yet alive with anticipation. The warship was awake. The AI recognized him. The galaxy had no idea that a human now commanded one of the most feared vessels ever built. The AI spoke, its voice almost reverent. "Human, you may yet surprise the galaxy. Few could have done this. Few could have survived this. You are remarkable." Curran smiled. He leaned back, looking at the stars through the viewport. "Remarkable? No, just human. Humans never give up. Humans never stop trying. And humans always find a way." For the first time in his life, Curran realized the full scope of what he had discovered. This ship, destroyed and forgotten, was now a A weapon, a map, and a key. The galaxy underestimated humans, and that mistake would be their undoing. But for now, he would rest. Tomorrow, he would start learning how to command a legendary alien warship. And nothing, not aliens, not AI, not destiny, would stop him. The stars outside shimmered like silver eyes, watching the human who dared to awaken what no one else could. Curran smiled one last time before closing his eyes. The journey was only beginning. The next day, the alien warship loomed over the hidden repair bay like a sleeping giant. Curran Vale stood at its base, looking up at the blackened, scarred hull. From the outside, the ship looked like a wreck, barely worth the 5 credits he had paid. But he knew better. Inside, it was alive, or it could be. And humans, he reminded himself, had a talent no other species could match. They never gave up. Curran carried his tools and his portable interface device, determined to unlock more of the ship's secrets. The AI had been cryptic, guiding him with riddles and subtle hints. Its voice echoed through the ship's corridors, mechanical yet strangely alive. "Human," it said, "the systems are damaged but not beyond repair. Begin but expect trial, expect failure, expect to think beyond what you know." Curran chuckled. "Thinking beyond what I know, that's a daily habit." He climbed the ramp and entered the control room. Yesterday, he had awakened the AI and powered some basic systems. Today, he needed more. Weapons, shields, sensors, all operational, or else the ship would remain a trophy rather than a tool. The control room was vast, with consoles and holographic panels extending across its curved walls. Some were intact, most were damaged or inoperative. Wires hung like snakes from the ceiling, sparks occasionally leaping in short bursts. Green, flickering lights illuminated the chaos. Curran began connecting his interface device to the ship's core systems. Sparks flew and panels lit up. Slowly, systems that had been dead for decades hummed with energy. "Good," the AI said. "You understand adaptation. You survive where others fail. Begin the test of command." A holographic interface appeared before Curran, filled with symbols, alien glyphs, and incomprehensible diagrams. He stared for a moment, then exhaled. Humans did not need to understand everything immediately. They learned, experimented, and adapted. He started with the propulsion systems. The alien design was unlike any human spacecraft, but the principles were similar. Energy flowed through the conduits, weapons arrays activated in test mode, and shield generators sparked to life. Curran smiled. Even damaged, the ship was magnificent. Hours passed. Curran experimented with the ship systems, learning how to combine alien energy conduits with human improvisation. He rewired panels, bypassed corrupted circuits, and created makeshift connections where nothing seemed repairable. Each success brought more systems online. Each failure taught him something new. Outside, the moons of Sci-Fi 9 glinted in the fading light, but Curran barely noticed. His mind was entirely on the ship and its secrets. Then, a warning flashed on one console, a signal from the nearby sector. Curran froze. The AI spoke, calm but firm. "Human, they have noticed. Nearby alien fleets detecting the activation. They may come. Prepare or hide. Choice yours." Curran's heart raced. He had expected this. Any alien noticing a Zyra-class warship would react, either to claim it or destroy it. "We're not hiding," he said. "Not today." The AI paused. "Bravery illogical but effective. Humans surprise me." Curran grinned. That was humanity, unpredictable, clever, and daring. He focused on the weapons systems. The alien arrays were unlike anything humans had built. Energy cannons that could obliterate small fleets, missiles that could track multiple targets across light years, and shields that could absorb immense energy. Most were offline, but slowly, Curran powered them on, testing their limits. The ship hummed, as if approving. Hours turned into night. The repair bay's hidden location kept him safe from prying eyes, but Curran knew it was only a matter of time before aliens arrived. He needed to test the ship's mobility. "Propulsion online, test flight," he asked. "Yes," the AI replied. "But unpredictable. Humans adapt well." Curran activated the engines. Energy flowed through the hull, the ship shivering like a living creature waking from a long sleep. Slowly, it lifted from the repair bay, hovering in orbit above Scifi 9. "Not bad," he said, smiling as the giant ship moved smoothly despite its damage. He piloted it through small maneuvers, dodging the junkyard's towers and remaining invisible to sensors. Humans had something aliens lacked: intuition. Curran's instincts guided the ship, anticipating movements and reactions the AI could not predict. Then came the test. A scout drone appeared on the sensors, alien-made, fast and aggressive. Curran's heart thumped. This was his first encounter. "Engage or evade," he muttered. The AI was silent for a moment. "Then use your human unpredictability." Curran understood. He did not need brute force. He needed strategy, something aliens rarely expected from humans. He feigned a direct approach, then executed a sharp turn using the junkyard's metal structures for cover. The drone miscalculated, smashed into a pile of wreckage, and exploded. Curran's grin widened. "Humans, yes," the AI said, almost in awe. "Unexpected, efficient, resourceful." "Admirable," word spread quickly across the nearby sectors. Alien fleets, previously confident, began to notice a strange signal. A warship, once destroyed, was now moving, alive, and operated by a human. Curran spent the next days learning the ship. The AI provided cryptic lessons, challenging him with logic puzzles, simulations, and test scenarios. Curran solved them not by brute calculation, but by intuition, improvisation, and thinking outside alien norms. He discovered hidden rooms filled with alien tech, repair nanobots, energy cores, and weapons caches. Each discovery made the ship stronger and more dangerous. One day, the AI spoke with urgency. "They approach. Alien factions seeking the Zyra fleet vessel. They underestimate human." Curran clenched his fists. This was what he had been preparing for. Humans survived impossible situations. Humans thrived where others failed, and today he would prove it. The first wave appeared on the sensors, sleek alien warships armed with energy weapons and shields. They assumed the human would flee or surrender. They did not know the ship was alive, guided by human intuition. Curran's mind raced. He directed the ship through impossible maneuvers, dodging enemy fire. He activated the hidden weapons systems, firing with precision no alien commander expected. The ships faltered, confused by moves that defied their programming. The AI's voice was almost reverent. "Human brilliance. Unpredictable. Extraordinary." Hours of battle tested Curran. He improvised, learning to combine human creativity with alien technology. Drones, energy blasts, and shields moved in patterns no alien fleet had ever seen. By the time the first attackers retreated, Curran had earned a reputation that would spread across sectors. When the battle ended, Curran sat in the control room, exhausted but exhilarated. The warship floated silently, massive and powerful. The AI spoke, its voice calm but filled with recognition. "You have begun to master what others could not. Humans remarkable," Curran smiled. "Not remarkable, human, always curious, always persistent, always adapting." Outside, alien ships still patrolled, hesitant now. They underestimated humans once, and they would not repeat the mistake easily. Curran realized the full potential of what he had discovered. The warship was not just a weapon, it was a testament. Humans, small and underestimated, could master technology and survive challenges no other species could, and the galaxy was beginning to notice. The AI spoke again. "The Zyra fleet, powerful, lost. Now your species holds one. You may shape the future." Curran looked out at the stars. The galaxy was vast, full of dangers and possibilities. But humans had an edge no alien could predict: ingenuity. And with this warship, he would show them exactly what humans could do. Tomorrow he would take the ship further, explore the coordinates hidden in its cores, and unlock secrets the galaxy had long forgotten. But tonight he rested, knowing humans had survived the impossible once more. The ship hummed softly around him, alive and powerful. And the stars outside watched silently, waiting to see what a human could do with a legendary alien warship at his command. Curran Vale woke to the soft hum of the warship. The giant alien vessel had been fully awakened, its systems alive, responsive, and more powerful than he had imagined. From the control room, he gazed at the stars stretching beyond the viewport. The galaxy was vast, full of dangers, rival fleets, and civilizations far more advanced than humans. Yet here he sat, in command of a legendary Zyra-class warship, the likes of which had struck fear across entire sectors. The AI, its voice steady and reverent, broke the quiet. "Human, you have endured, you have adapted, you are ready," Curran smiled. "Ready for what? The galaxy will test you, others will come. They will underestimate humans." He nodded. That was the one thing humans had mastered over millennia, the art of being underestimated. And it always worked in their favor. Mastering the ship, Curran spent the morning running tests. Weapons systems, shields, propulsion, and energy arrays were now fully operational. He discovered hidden features that even the AI admitted were rarely accessed, systems that could disable entire fleets or cloak the ship entirely. The alien ship responded to human ingenuity like a living partner. It adapted to his methods, his improvisations, and even his errors. Every control he touched seemed to react intuitively, as if the AI itself respected the way humans solved problems. By midday, Curran had mastered the primary systems. He practiced evasive maneuvers in orbit around Zyphera 9, dodging imaginary attacks and firing energy arrays at simulated targets. He laughed at some of the alien protocols, which were overly rigid and inefficient. Humans thought differently, quickly, creatively, and unpredictably. That difference was now fully in his favor. "Humans, remarkable," the AI said. "Your species, the first to unlock these capabilities without training. Others would fail." Curran shrugged. "We adapt. That's what humans do, always have." First major encounter, it did not take long for the galaxy to respond. The AI detected approaching alien fleets, far larger and more advanced than the scout drones he had faced before. Warships bristling with weapons, ships with shields stronger than anything humans had built, and commanders who had never imagined a human could pilot such a vessel. "They are coming," the AI said. "They will test you in ways no other species survived." Curran grinned. "Let them come. They're about to learn something new." The alien fleets formed a blockade in the sector, assuming that a lone human in a supposedly destroyed warship would either flee or surrender. Their scanners were confused by the ship's unusual energy signature and erratic movements. Curran activated the warship's cloaking system, a hidden Zyra technology even the AI had rarely used. The massive vessel vanished from sensors, like a shadow slipping through the void. Then he struck. Using unexpected angles and unpredictable maneuvers, Curran targeted key enemy vessels, disabling weapons arrays, cutting power lines, and forcing the alien fleets into disarray. His tactics were unlike anything the aliens had seen, creative, efficient, and utterly human. The AI was awed. "Human, your methods illogical by alien standards, yet devastating. Predictable by your species, but not by theirs." Curran laughed, watching explosions bloom across the sector. "Illogical works when others expect logic. Never forget that. Learning from mistakes, even humans make mistakes." During a particularly daring maneuver, Curran misjudged a warp vector and nearly collided with one of the larger alien vessels. Alarms blared, energy shields strained, and the ship shuddered. "Error human," the AI said. "Not error," Curran replied, fingers flying over the controls. "Lesson." He quickly rerouted power, recalculated the trajectory, and used the ship's massive thrusters to pull off a daring escape. The aliens were momentarily confused, unable to predict what a human would do next. That was humanity's strength. Mistakes became adaptations. Every challenge, every misstep taught humans how to survive where others failed. By the end of the day, Curran had defeated the first wave of alien fleets, not through brute force alone, but through strategy, creativity, and improvisation. The once feared Zyra-class warship now moved under the command of a human who had mastered it in ways even the AI had not imagined. The revelation after the battle, the AI revealed something that made Curran's jaw drop. Hidden within the ship systems was a map, a network of coordinates leading to remnants of the legendary Zyra fleet, long lost to history. Some were buried in asteroid fields, some hidden in dead sectors, and some concealed behind alien warships thought invincible. These fleets, the AI said, could reshape the balance of power in any sector they choose. With them, your species could rise. Curran leaned back in his chair, thinking. The galaxy underestimated humans. They assumed humans were primitive, weak, and slow. Yet here he was, in command of technology no other human had touched, facing alien fleets that feared him and rewriting the rules of engagement. If we can find them, if humans can control them, Curran murmured, the galaxy won't know what hit them, proving humanity. The next few weeks became a whirlwind of exploration and combat. Curran traveled across sectors, uncovering hidden caches of Zyra technology, activating dormant warships, and outsmarting alien fleets at every turn. His reputation grew among the stars. Tales of a human controlling a Zyra-class warship spread through alien communications, whispered with fear and disbelief. Every encounter highlighted humanity's greatest strength, adaptability. Aliens had advanced technology, rigid strategies, and predictable behavior. Humans had creativity, intuition, and the ability to improvise. Curran used that edge time and again. He rescued captured alien scientists, negotiated alliances, and avoided traps using unconventional tactics. Where aliens saw a problem, he saw opportunity. Where they hesitated, he acted. Human extraordinary, the AI said one night as they traveled through a newly discovered sector. Your species not to be underestimated. Curran smiled, staring out at the stars. They're finally learning. The galactic shift. By the end of his first campaign, the galaxy had changed. Alien factions that had once dismissed humans now regarded them with caution, sometimes even respect. Fleets avoided sectors where the human warship had been seen. Trade routes shifted. Strategic plans were rewritten. Humans, previously considered insignificant in galactic politics, had proven themselves unpredictable, resourceful, and powerful. One person, armed with ingenuity and determination, had rewritten expectations for an entire species. Curran realized the warship was more than a weapon. It was a symbol, a reminder that humans could overcome challenges no other species could, that their creativity and courage could shape the galaxy's future. The AI, now fully integrated with Curran's strategies, spoke with pride. Human, your species the first to awaken this power. You will change the galaxy. And humans always will, Curran replied. We survive, we adapt, we endure, and we never give up. The next step Curran's journey was far from over. The coordinates in the ship's core hinted at even larger fleets and forgotten technology. There were secrets hidden in distant systems, waiting for the ingenuity of a human mind to uncover them. He plotted a course, activating the hyperdrive for the first time on a full mission. Stars streaked past the viewport as the ship leapt through space. The warship groaned in approval, the AI's voice calm but excited. Human, the galaxy awaits. Few could have done this. Your species is remarkable. Remarkable? No, Curran said, smiling. Just human. Always curious, always persistent, always adapting. As they entered the next sector, Curran knew one thing for certain: humanity had arrived. The galaxy could no longer dismiss them. Every challenge, every fleet, every alien who assumed humans were weak would soon learn a simple truth. Humans were unpredictable, unstoppable, and brilliant. And this was only the beginning. The stars stretched endlessly before him, a canvas for human ingenuity. A galaxy that had once ignored humanity now had to watch carefully. Because one human, with courage, curiosity, and the intelligence of his species, had proven that humans were a force no one could underestimate. And Curran Vale, aboard a legendary warship once thought destroyed, would lead the charge. The hum of the engines, the glow of the alien systems, and the AI's approving voice were the soundtrack to a new era. Humanity's time had begun, and the galaxy would never be the same.